record your message. Here's what you've recorded.
Hi, Mr. Aronson. My name is Cheryl Uzamire. I wanted to respond to the situation that Davis-Polk has with, what is the name of this famous, not famous to me, I don't know who he is, Kaloma Cardwell. Reason I'm calling is, first, I have a lawsuit that's now filed with the U.S. Court of Appeals, Second Circuit. My name is Cheryl Uzamire, and the docket number for my case is 19-3825. I've already written my brief, and I wrote a motion for temporary and permanent restraining order, and that order has to do with this law that was established by the state of New York, the New York State Sessions law regarding the Israel anti-boycott law. I think it's S2942A. This is the reason I'm calling. In my lawsuit, I allege, one, that members of the Jewish community, that they're racist. And that's in my lawsuit, which is on my website. The Ashkenazi Jewish community, they teach that black people are cursed. They teach it in their Babylonian Talmud, Tractate Sanhedrin, Folio 108b, and footnote 34. It's taught in Legend of the Jews, Volume 1, page 169. It's taught in Volume 1, page 293. The religion teaches that black people are cursed. That's all in on my website and in my lawsuit. But the other thing that I include is the reason for the teaching of the inferiority of black people. Your people, and this is what I allege in my lawsuit, your people like to fuck children. That is absolutely stated in my lawsuit, in my appeal to the the Ashkenazi Jewish religion preaches that black people are cursed, and it does it to get everybody to hate black people so they can fuck black boys. And I know it because it's what happened to my son. My son was raped in his anus when he was 6 years old by sex-crazed fucking Jews. Your secret's out, motherfucker. Don't even think about calling this a harassment call, because the minute you do, everybody on the earth is going to know. You're sick-ass people like the fuck boys. You all are violent, pedophilic faggots. That's what's happening in the Middle East and with the Palestinians. The nation of Israel, I should say, the government of Israel, nation of Israel, the people of Israel. Most of them don't agree with what's going on in Palestine, but the government of Israel is run by the Ashkenazim, and they are violent, pedophilic faggots. They're sodomites. Don't even think about going public with it. I already have. Have a nice day.
If you are satisfied with your recording, press 1. To review it, press 2. To re-record your message, press 3. To continue recording where you left off, press 4. Continue recording your message at the tone. When you've finished, press 1.
Hi, sir, just wanted to let you know one more thing. The message that I left you, I recorded it. I'm going to upload it to YouTube. When I do, I'm going to replay it and send you the link to let you know that I uploaded it to YouTube. And when I find Mr. Kaloma, I'm going to run this, I'm going to make sure that he knows that I left a message on YouTube. Your people, when I say your people, I'm speaking about the Ashkenazim. Your people are violent, pedophilic sodomites. It ain't a secret no more. Have a nice day.
If you are satisfied with your recording, press 1. To review, press 2. To send your message now, press 1. To mark it as important, press 2. To mark as private, press 3. Message sent. To disconnect, press 1. To enter another number,